UT Martin head coach Ryan Jenkins, eighth season with the Skyhawks. His team picked seventh in the preseason poll. TJ Grimes, a second baseman, was our player to watch as selected by the league head coaches heading into the season. Just, coach, give us some general thoughts on what you think about your team in this upcoming season.
I really like, kind of what we're doing and the progress we've been making, especially lately. The weather's not been great, and then, we've done a lot of things to our facilities. Still kind of working on our baseball field, so we've kind of been on the road traveling a little bit to practice every day, and the guys' attitudes have been great, and they've been excited to get on the baseball field every day. So, the scrimmages have been, really competitive. The guys have been going wide open. Can't say enough about how excited I am
I didn't
about
know
how we've been playing lately.
What have you learned from your team since your first practice back in the fall until now?
I do really believe that this team can, they've done a good job handling some adversity. They've done a good job of kind of grinding away and just plugging away on a daily basis. I mean, it can get there's been a lot of opportunities for us to complain about some things, just with the way we've had to practice and what we've had to do. And I mean, the attitudes have been great. The locker room's been really good. So for me, I'm excited because one of the things that coaches we can't control a lot of times seems to kind of be, going in the right direction, and it seems to be really, really positive in there.
When you have that first practice, you probably have an idea like this guy might fit here. How long does it really take you to learn? And I guess you just keep learning all season. Like this piece fits better here, especially when you got a lot of new guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you look at our lineup right now, we're returning two guys in our lineup that have played significant innings. So you kind of go in it every day and try to figure out how the pieces fit and how you want the lineup to work, how you can put a good defense on the field, and how you can create a lineup that's going to function and function the way you want to. But it's every day. Every day you go out and you just kind of do the best you can to evaluate and put the pieces where they need to be. And we can sit here and play hypotheticals all we want to, but until we, step on the field with a different opponent, we're really not going to know how it's going to work. So we've got a good idea of how we're going to start and what we're going to do opening day, but I can almost guarantee you whatever we start with here next week is not going to be how we finish.
What is the most important thing to learn and get out of that, between now and May to when you want your team playing the best? Like if you drop a couple games, I know you want to win every one, but if that helps you figure out something, is that better in the long run? So you're your best team in May?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that you try to set your schedule up and put good opponents on there so that they can test your team, and you can kind of see, if you take a hard loss or if something happens, how they deal with adversity. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's in my opinion and the way the league's been. I mean, it's whoever can deal with adversity, whoever can get hot at the right time, and whoever can, kind of find that core leadership group that carries them. For me, those are the big things, and those are the things that I put a lot of emphasis on.
You've, as you mentioned, you all always play good teams. You've beaten some good teams too. Tell us about your schedule. I want you to start off though. You're playing Auburn at a neutral site
Mhm.
a game, which I think is very interesting. Talk a little bit about that, but just how the rest of your non-conference schedule came together.
Yeah, we had talked about it before, and I played for Coach Thompson and kind of everybody on that staff. So, I know that it's a great venue, and it's an opportunity for our guys to go out and play a really good team and a really good venue with a big crowd. So we're excited about that. But the schedule, we've got good opponents from the top to the bottom, and there's a lot of baseball early, which was intentionally done. I want us to be able to get out, and you never know how the weather's going to be here. We can drill and drill and drill and drill, but a lot of times the things that we miss and lack in practice is our ability to get on the field and enter squad. So, it gives us an opportunity to get everybody out there, kind of get their feet wet before we get into conference play and play a lot of baseball. And, I'm excited to do that. And then it's going to be a tough couple of weeks with as much baseball as we're playing, but I feel confident in kind of what we're putting out on the field and what roles we've got guys in that we can cover the innings and get everybody an opportunity to play.
You can't control it. So what do you do when the weather throws you lemons and it's like, well, either it's rained out or cold it out or whatever? Like, how do you just approach that mentally? Like, let's move on to the next game.
It's just it's an occurrence that we've gotten really good at dealing with. It's like today, we just We've got hitting groups in the cage. We've got guys running around here. We've just been going every time somebody's not in class. We're getting something done and trying to be productive with our time throughout the day. And our guys are used to it. I mean, it's this time of year. I think everybody in the league deals with rain and deals with cold weather, so it's nothing new. And like I said, no complaints out of the locker room, no arguing, no bad attitude. So it's been great.
Talk about what you think the rest of the league is like. And I know there's some unknowns till you see other people play too, but and what you've seen the league do the last couple of years as coaches change, teams change, players change.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be honest, I don't know what a lot of people. I mean, I think a lot of people are in a similar situation to us, and I think it's just the nature of college baseball that we're going to have a different team every other year. So I don't really know how to go out and evaluate, what some of the other teams in the league are doing. But in my time here, I've seen the league get a lot better from the bottom. It seems like the teams at the bottom have become more and more competitive, and the players and the quality of players that are on the field have gotten better. And like I said, anybody in our league could win it. You've got to be hot when you get to the tournament. You've got to have a team that's set up to play tournament baseball, I think. So I think the league's improved, and I think a lot of that improvement's come from the bottom.
Tell us about the tournament's been in Marion last 2 years, back again this year. You all got a win last year in your first game. Just what that how that experience has been for your team to go play in that venue at the end of the season.
It's a great venue. We love it because of the hotel and everything. You're right there. The guys can walk back and forth, and it's one of those things when we talk about we've got to kind of dig ourselves to the top a little bit, and we've got to become a little bit more accustomed to being in those types of environments and playing in that tournament. And that's you've got to build it up. And I think the more opportunities you get to play there, the more accustomed you come to a little bit of the nervousness, some of the emotions that you deal with kind of go away. So we just got to keep getting there, and we've got to make sure that we're playing good baseball when we get there. And I think that the experience and just the time will benefit us.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Just best of luck to you and the Skyhawks all season long.
Yes, absolutely. Thank y'all.